Good people, what's up, good people? I am back. I am back with another conversation with Key. Now, I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute since I've been up in it. Okay, let me explain to y'all. First, I want to say Happy New Year. I hope everyone enjoyed their holidays. So, I was taking a little hiatus because I know everybody was probably spending time with their families, loved ones, loved beings, friends, and fellowship, whatever. So, I was taking a little hiatus and then I got ill. I got a little sick. I was a little under the weather. So, I just had to get me right. I had to get healthy before I could bring y'all this good. But we back. We back like we never left. And I have a reoccurring guest at this point. I have Bree in the building. You want to say what's up again, Bree? Okay, okay.
Hi everyone. I'm actually still currently under the weather myself, so excuse how I sound. Just give me some grace.
You sound great. You sound great. So the topic we're gonna bring y'all today, it's a very good one. Y'all know I'm gonna come back with that fire, with that banger. So this is intimate relationships and how they affect family and platonic relationships. This may hurt some feelings, this may break some hearts, this may open some eyes. It may do a lot of things. But that's what we're here for. That's what Conversations with Kids here for. So again, I want to wish y'all a happy new year. And I have a new year segment too, but this one was very necessary. I kind of wanted to cultivate this one a little bit before the new year segment. So I'll do the new year segment maybe a little later, but we're going to jump right into it, Breezy. First of all, how you doing this evening? How you doing?
I'm good.
I know you're a little under the weather, but other than that, you good to go? Everything okay?
Yes, outside of that, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. So let's jump right into it.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right, so let me jump this thing off. Intimate relationships. Mm-hmm. First of all, do you feel that they affect platonic and family relationships?
Yeah, I think that they definitely do. Because even like if you don't have a super big family, you still have someone that you consider family that might be affected by whom you bring into your life and into your inner circle. And anyone, to me, that's included in your inner circle is considered family. Like your super inner circle, not just your associates, not just that one person you met like sophomore year in college, like not those people, but your most intimate circle, your inner circle. Those people are your family, in my opinion. So I think that anyone that you bring around that is a part of like your everyday life that changes some things in your everyday like routine for you is going to have an effect, a cause and effect on your other relationships in your life that are platonic, like your friendships, and your family relationships as well.
Okay, I do agree with that. All right, let me ask you this. Do you think it should affect your family and platonic relationships? An intimate relationship? Do you think it should in a perfect world?
Honestly, yeah, it should. Because if it didn't, nothing's changing. And with change comes challenge. And if you're not ready for the challenge, you're not really ready for a change in your life.
Okay. My personal opinion on that is I do think it affects those relationships, but I think you have to know your role, know your position, play your position well. When I say that, I'm going to give a little self-disclosure for anybody that may not know. Bree and I are been dating for quite some time.
We just celebrated an anniversary.
How was the anniversary, y'all?
We was just a little sick.
We were just a little under the weather, but it was still, we in good health. Thank the Lord.
We still here.
We still here. We still here. We still alive. but I do think that I'm gonna be completely transparent and honest here.
Yeah.
From my standpoint, It ain't none of your friends' business. Ain't none of your friends was all up in our business.
I agree, but I'm also at fault for that.
No, I'm gonna get there. But your friends was all in our business, and you know I did not like that. I was an advocate against. Listen, I'm dating you. I'm not dating you and your friends and they mama and your sister and your. I'm not dating none of them. I'm dating you. I don't care what they talking about. Yeah. They not with me. I don't care. Mm-hmm. And this was even in the beginning. It was like, yo, listen. And that put me at a disadvantage, kind of like a rock and a hard place because, and I'm sure there's others out there. I'm sure some of y'all listening. Y'all been with some folk that got some overbearing people in their lives. And you don't want to say too much. You don't want to do too much, especially if you're new in the situation. You don't want to seem like you're just coming in, wrecking shop, and taking over. But one thing about me, I don't care. I'm a wreck shop. I'm going to take over. Was right is right. It was wrong is wrong. So I was, in her ear. Listen, this ain't, I ain't with that. This ain't that. This is not that. I don't care about what they miserable. Find a life. Can you buy a life for $400? Find a life. That's how I was coming. But I did have to understand too that the aspect of your friendships were very different. And like you said, it was your fault. And I don't even want to say fault in a negative connotation. It was you're dealing because you set the precedence for your friendship that they could be all in your mix, all in your business. Yeah. I'm coming in not knowing that. So I'm just like, damn, check them before I check them. And you like, well, this is how we do. And like I said, full transparency. Y'all, when I tell you, this girl used to be on FaceTime with her friends, because she had 2 phones at the time. FaceTime with her friends, and then video chatting with me at the same damn time. I'm like, wait a minute. What? You going back and at work? She was multitasking like a you at work, you talking to them, talking to me, and you working, and then you. All right, well, hold on real quick. Such saying this. Yeah, okay, They want you to hang out with me. All right, let me call you back. Let me call you back. Who? Call them back or me back? Who? Wait, huh? Who? Wait, hold the press. Stop the damn press. It was a lot. And y'all don't know, I'm a little bit older. Bree's 5 years my junior. Not that much. But
it's really not that much, y'all.
It's really not
only
that
5
much.
years. We have the same childhood, basically.
But also, let me throw this in there. I have an older soul. I have an older spirit. Everybody knows that. Well, you sure wasn't acting like that at that time.
I
was just confused and concerned. I said, what did I walk into? I'm in the lion's den, and somebody pushed me in. I didn't even know I was in here. Because why is we on all of us on FaceTime? This is a group chat. At this point, this is a group FaceTime. At this point, add me in on that phone. Because at this point, we all together. And then it got to a point, I'm not going to go too much into detail because I don't want to keep y'all here all night, but we got to a point where her friend was just really meddling and just telling her, well, I think you should do this. Well, I didn't like this, about something with her and I. And it was just like, first of all, oversharing. It was too much oversharing. There's a lot going on. We're going to delve into that. So I do think family members and friends and all of that, y'all know y'all role. And relax. Relax on me. Like, relax on people. Relax on everybody, because at the end of the day, you think about it logically. If Jane Doe come up to you, yeah, I'm going through with John Doe and da-da-da-da, and then Jane Doe and John Doe back good, you're probably going to be on the outs. You, Jane Doe friend, you've been there, yeah, John Doe ain't this, John Doe. You're going to probably more than likely be on the outs. Play your position, know your role, like don't do too much. That's my whole thing. Don't do too much. But that also, that really doesn't fall on the friends and the family. It falls on you because you have to check that. You know what I'm saying? You have to be that catalyst to say, hey, look, this is my life. I govern it how I want to. You're not about to, do all of that. But also you can't overshare, because if you overshare and do too much, you highlighting the not so great times or even the good times. I don't think you should overshare anything, because I'm not saying your friends are bad, your family is bad, anything like that. But you don't know people's true intentions. You don't know if people have unintentional envy. And that's a big thing. And it sounds horrible, but it's real. It's reality. There are people out there you could have known for 20 years. Oh, they love me to death. I love them to death. But maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe they're not. Damn, I'm glad my sister, my brother in a relationship, but dad, why ain't I in one? I wish that was me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in that. Dad, that's unintentional envy.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, I want to be in that. Maybe, you know what, unintentionally, when they tell me about, this not so good time that's going on in their mix, maybe I will be a little joyous, not purposely, but maybe I will be a little joyous, and maybe I will slide a little shade. Maybe I'll throw a little piece of palm tree in there. You know what? I don't know if y'all gonna work out like that. I don't know if that's good for you. I don't know if that's the one for you. Because misery loves company. We just gonna face the fact. Misery loves company. That's just that. That's just that on that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to watch what you overshare and what you have to watch yourself. And we already know you've been in positions of oversharing. So with that being said, do you think that's a real thing as far as like oversharing and just doing too much? Just like, in my opinion, like I said, I feel like you've overshared sometimes, but do you think that's a thing? Like, do you think since they get your girls or your boys or your brodies, your rollies, do you think there is a such thing as oversharing? In your oversharing your intimate relationship with your friends or family.
Like vice versa, like both ways. Like for myself oversharing and my friends also oversharing, like someone else oversharing.
It can be both, but I'm mainly talking to a point from you.
Okay, yeah, I feel like honestly, yes and no. I know.
Do tell. I'm a listener at this point. I want to know. Do tell.
I feel like, yes, there's definitely such a thing as oversharing because, you have to know your audience. But also, I know one of my really good friends, and you know this person too, we have the same mindset as far as like we both think the same as far as this. Like, you can tell me that they didn't slapped you. You could tell me they didn't disrespected you, all of this, that, the third, the worst possible thing, the best possible thing. I know for me, if someone tells me that and that's their spouse, their person that they're trying to build with or whatever, their significant other, they can always go back to them. So I don't have no dog in that fight for me, because I already know that I'm knowledgeable in the sense of like, just because you told me this doesn't mean anything. I don't have the right to be upset because of something you told me about them. You told me that when you was venting, but I also know at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do. So technically you can overshare with me because I'm very aware that life is just life and we're all taking a gamble when it comes to this thing called love. So if you end up back with that person, I might think you dumb, but that has nothing to do with me. And I'm also not going to treat you any differently because that has nothing to do with me. That's what you're going through. That's not my story. That's your story. But I also feel like for those who don't understand that, yes, you can definitely overshare because then they're involved in it. There are some people who are an empath and get too deeply involved in other people's situations, and they shouldn't. And that falls on them and that person for oversharing. Because you as that listener shouldn't be taking on anyone's stuff as your own. You shouldn't be doing that because that has nothing to do with you. You know that's my big saying. That has shit to do with me. I'm going to listen. I'm going to be a listening ear. I'm going to be a soundboard. And I'm going to tell you what my opinion is. But that has nothing to do with me at the end of the day. When we get off that phone, when we end that conversation, you might be literally talking to that person while we're on the phone. Like, you might be laid up with that person while we're on the phone. That's nothing to do with me. But some people don't know that. And some people don't respect that. So that's why I say yes and no. I think that you are able to overshare and then you're not. But I think it goes back to knowing who you're talking to. And also, just not giving a fuck and doing what you want to do.
That part. I do think oversharing now, I have a very firm stance on it. I think oversharing is very real. I don't think there's any if, ands, buts, in betweens, because I always tell people, get you somebody you love and like, and see how things start to change, see how things look different. Because like I said, could have been rocking with somebody for 20 years. You might have been through tumultuous relationships all those 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get you something concrete, something solid that's really working for you, that's positive, that's really going in a great direction. And maybe that's how y'all connected them 20 years back, because y'all both was living that same lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You done up the skull, as they like to say. You done up the skull. You done changed it. Now it's like, wait, hold on. We ain't Thelma and Louise like we used to. we ain't hold up. Now I call you, now you busy. You with Boom Boom and them?
Mm-hmm.
You busy? Oh, you with John? Hold up. We was Thelma and Louise. What happened? And then you see a whole different side. And you like, wait a minute. Wait a daggone minute. Wait, I didn't know you was like this. Well, I didn't know you was like this.
Yeah.
Just because you got with somebody and you solidified some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't, even down to your bedroom. Now I know people like to gossip and frolic and be like, oh, they did this to me, they did that to me, especially in a positive experience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was everything. This was this, that, and the third. That unintentional envy thing, I always worry about that stuff, because they was doing that to you? What happened? I ain't never had that done before. Ain't nobody never from the back before. That happened? Ain't nobody never did that. And you said, Boom Boom be doing that to you? Let me call them. All right. Let me slide in their DMs real quick, because I feel like they might go. I look half decent, they gonna go. Let me see what's up.
But I guess to that though, I just feel like, I'm a very firm and strong believer in what's meant to be will be. And I feel like that in literally everything. If I'm telling somebody something, mm-hmm. and I don't have no like intent, now there's some things that just shouldn't be said, like mm-hmm. If you're trying to like get a reaction out of someone or something like that. But if I'm just talking to my homegirl and I'm telling her, and then she ends up in your DMs, one, thank God, because that's showing me that girl was never my friend.
Right.
And two, that's also going to show me how you move.
Facts.
So everything to me works out how it's supposed to work out.
Yeah.
So I do believe that there is I agree, there's such a thing as oversharing. I also think you should know your audience, but also at the end of the day, everything's going to work out for like how it's supposed to work out. Because if I'm sharing with you something I'm excited about, or I'm like just genuinely happy about, there should be nothing but happiness in your heart for me as a genuine, true friend.
And that is a perfect world. But unfortunately, we don't live in that.
And that's okay. We don't. But I do. And I cast who I want in my movie. Because I'm the lead actress in my shit.
Facts.
This is my movie. This is my life. I'm going to hire and fire accordingly.
Facts.
It doesn't have to work like that in the real world. In my world, people say, oh, the world doesn't work. In my world, the world revolves around me, honey. It does. Because it's my world. Why shouldn't it? I only get one.
That's true.
So if I can't have people around me in my inner circle who I consider family, because you know how I am with my friends. I consider my very close friends family. So for me, if I consider you family, I should be able to tell you certain things. And even if you do get the unintentional envy, still find happiness for me. But that's something you got to work out. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. And one thing I can say for me personally, I'm that friend. I've had friends tell me horror stories about their relationships, and some of the stories I'm like, oh my God, I would never. Oh my God, oh Jesus Christ! Excuse me, sorry y'all. Still a little under the weather. I'm coming down, but there's still a little phlegm coming up, y'all. Sorry, that was nasty, but it is what it is, right? So I've had, back to what you said about knowing your audience. That's very true. I've had friends tell me horror stories. But I have never had a friend that I ever said, leave that MF. Leave that be. I never said that because at the end of the day, like you said, this is your movie. I don't care. Now, if I'm tired of hearing, if you singing the same song all the time,
That's
and I'm
different
tired of hearing
though.
it,
If I'm tired of hearing it, that's different.
and no, it's not really different because I'm really just gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, girl, let's talk about this," or "Hey, bro, let's talk about this. Let's do this. Let's da da da." Or I'll just simply tell you, you know what?
I feel like that's still different though. Like if, because I've had that happen too with a friend telling me the same scenario over and over. All right, I don't got no more in me. I don't got no more in me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm kind of good off this. So, I feel like that's different than me secretly being jealous or me secretly wanting this for myself or me secretly like mad at the situation. I feel like that's different than I just don't want to hear this anymore because I don't have the capacity for that anymore.
No, that's completely different. I didn't want you to misconstrue that. No, I that's different, but I'm just saying from my caliber, I don't cross those lines. I never tell people, "Oh, you should be or you shouldn't be," because I'm, like I said, I have an older soul.
Yeah,
I've grown up around some real OGs, like for real, and I ain't talking about gangbanging, none of that. Some real OGs with life, and I've soaked up a lot of game, and I ain't about to tell you about your mate because even if I think this is the worst situation possible for you, that's for you to figure out. I can tell you that till I'm blue in the face. That's for you to figure out. I know my position, which I said quite earlier in the segment. Know your role. I know my role. I'm just supposed to be there to listen to you, let you vent. And yeah, I'm going now. If you ask me, what do you think I should do? I'm gonna let you. Yeah, if it was me, this is what I would do. Yeah. But if you don't even ask that, I'm not about to cast that on you. Oh yeah, you should do this and do that. Leave that. That's unsolicited. I'm not giving you that because I don't want you to give me that. If I'm sitting there talking to you, I'm just talking to you. I don't want to hear that. People just be wanting to vent sometimes. And like I said, it's up to you as a listening party. Hey, you know what? This ain't the day for me for that today. Yeah. I love you to death, girl or bro, whatever. But I ain't really trying to hear that today. Now, I usually have the capacity so I can deal. But I'm not about to tell you what to do. First of all, if you come to me with this, you more than likely know in the back of your mind, I don't really associate myself with people that are not smart. So in the back of your mind, this is probably not an ideal situation, but I just want to talk to this motherfucker because I just want to bounce some ideas off because everybody else in my corner is about to tell me, leave, and I don't really want to hear that. Yeah. So I know my role. And I thank God that the people in my life, they know their role too. Nobody has really ever told me, you need to leave, If anything, sometimes you the problem. And I like that. Like, sometimes you the problem. Oh, you know what? But it's never been like, yo, leave. You ain't wrong. No, because I don't do that to people. You leave when you want to leave. You more than likely know you should leave. You're just prolonging it. And that's cool. Like me, I'm a big stepper. I promise you, I've told one of my good friends one time, I said, hey, I'm going to be stupid for a little while longer. I know I need to leave, but I'm going to be done for a little while longer, but I'm going to let you know when I'm done. And he was just like, oh, all right. Like, that was just like, oh, cool. Yeah. It was like, it's an understanding. It ain't no guesswork. I'm about to be done for a little bit longer because I just want to be done with this because I'm not ready yet. And that's okay.
And I like when people can be honest like that, but some people aren't. And
that's on you.
That is on them. I think I definitely agree. But I also feel like, well, not but, because I don't want to negate anything. I also feel like, for the portion when you were just like, gosh, what did you just say? You were like, some people tell you you're wrong. I feel like technically speaking, that's the same lines as the you should leave. Like telling someone you're wrong, I think is almost the same as being just real with somebody. Not rude, not bitchy, not mean, not malice, not any of that. But I feel like if you can tell me I'm wrong, you can also let me see the bigger picture, because sometimes we can't see the bigger picture and we need to be told some things. Even we might not take heed to it, but I think that same person who can tell you you're wrong can also tell you, I don't really know about that, but still respect whatever you intend on doing.
So I think a lot of these segments tying together. Y'all need to listen to some of the other ones if y'all haven't. But it goes with boundaries. Like family and friends, they don't really kind of, depending on how you cultivate that, a lot of times we don't really put them boundaries out there. So they tell you, oh, I don't like, they ain't good for you. Da, 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 da. But I get what you're saying. Like, oh, you could tell me I'm wrong, then tell me they wrong too. You know, front step it. But it's like, for me, I'm a question asker. I will try to present the bigger picture, but I ain't about to tell you what you should do. I'm gonna ask you thought-provoking questions. Hey, you know what? What are you getting out of this situation? What do you feel like you're getting? How do you feel like you're getting fulfilled from this?
And I think that's fine too.
Not. Da, da, da. Okay. What do you see your long-term, your end goal in this situation? Oh, I want to be married. Da, da, da. Do you see that with this person? Not really. No. Okay. Well, what you gonna do? That's it. That ain't me telling you leave. That's just, well, you answering all of this for yourself. You're hearing it out loud for yourself. You answering all of this. What you gonna do? Yeah. Whatever you do, I'm cool with it. But what are you gonna do?
And I agree with you taking that route. You know me, I don't be taking that route. But I also feel like that's just kind of like what they say, like just a longer route to get to. No, I'm straight shooting. What you want? You said you want kids? Oh, okay. Well, you think you're gonna get that with that? Oh, all right. Like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Like, because if I already know, like, I'm not gonna, I don't know. I guess for me, if it's, I always look at it if it's reversed. I want somebody super, like, I might even take it the best, like on the first interaction, as far as like us having a conversation about something, as my friend coming to me about my relationship. But if you're coming from a not mean, like malice, malicious place, I'm gonna take it for real. Like, I've been told by my friends, girl, you tripping. And I appreciate that so much, because sometimes I do be tripping, and I appreciate that. And sometimes, just like, I also want to know, sometimes I'm not tripping. Like, I want to be able to go to my friend and be like, the ones I can talk to, now that I've figured that out, the ones I can talk to, I want to be able to be like,
I'm gonna touch back on that too.
Such and such happened. Like, am I tripping? The same way you was able to tell me I was tripping, I want you to be like, nah, girl, I really don't think you tripping this time. Like, I want that too.
So I have a question. Very transparent question.
Yeah.
Might even be a little bit of a hard question.
Okay.
Since you and I have been dating, how many friends, and for y'all that can't see, which is everybody, I put that in air quotes, how many friends do you think I'm not even going to say lost, do you think you've repositioned in your life since I've came into it, due to the fact that
solely off of you?
Solely off of me?
2. I feel like I've solely repositioned 2. And you know who those 2 are.
I do.
You know who those 2 are. I'm going to take a drink to that too.
Why did you reposition those 2 friends?
Because of boundaries. Boundaries weren't being able to be respected. But also on me, and not to just put that on me, because I know some people will put the blame on themselves, and it's really not them. This one's me. It's like, I didn't have that. I didn't have any boundaries in place, because I'm growing up. I'm becoming an adult. I'm becoming the woman that I want to be. I'm becoming the woman I want to be for my future. Yeah, I'm a big girl now. Okay, Toys R Us. I'm growing up, and I really see like the fault in some of my relationships, and going forward, I don't want to have those problems because they're so unnecessary. And it was very like, of course now it's like, whatever, I'm future, but in it, it's just like, dang, that's still hurtful. Regardless of like what happened, it's still hurtful for me, because like, dang, like I thought we was better than that, but also I didn't establish anything. So I can't really have any expectations for anything, any relationships, when I didn't set anything to be expected. That's just like, if I'm mad at you and I don't tell you why I'm mad, I'm not even giving you an opportunity to fix what you've done.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what I did as far as those relationships. I didn't give them an opportunity because I never told them this is what we're going to do. This is what's being done. And by the time I was trying to do that, it was just too late. But also back to my first my first statement I said earlier, everything works out how it's supposed to.
Okay. How many friends can you say I've had to reposition in my life due to you?
None.
None. Okay. Correct. Alex for 400. And the reason why, no, seriously, the reason why is because what you said, you didn't set boundaries. I set boundaries with the people in my life. It's before I even got with you, these boundaries were in place. Excuse me. I'm not that girl. I just never been her. I'm not that girl. I'm not about to, and no shade. I'm not about to sit up and be on the phone with you on FaceTime 9 hours a day. You my homegirl. What we laying down together? What we talking 9 hours a day for? Or every day? Because then that's just, that's not a boundary. So then when somebody does come and disrupt that in your life in a positive way, it's still a disruption. And somebody could be feeling some kind of way. I said that about, we not, this ain't that. I'm not about to be, and it's not that, I'm living my life. I'm not coming to every single function. I'm not on the phone with you 24/7. We not doing that. I'm not doing that. And my people in my life understand that about me. That one thing about Key, she gonna do her. I catch Key when I catch her. Like, we made politics for a little bit, but I catch Key when I catch her. She doing her with her, da da da. And to some people, it was a little off-putting. Like, damn, all you do is be up under your. Oh, that's all you do. That's the life I'm trying to create. I don't want to be up under y'all Thelma and Louise all the time. Because I want to be out of Thelma and Louise. I don't want to do that. Because when somebody come in, i.e. me coming into your situation with you, I don't want to be dating Thelma and Louise. I want to be dating Thelma or Louise. I don't want to be dating both. I'm not about to be in your mix like that, and you ain't about to be in my mix like that. So there were boundaries in place prior, so we never had to, thank the Lord, we never had to go through that. But from the outside, going through that, with you, it was just like, damn, you ain't got nothing in place. And then I look like the bad guy because it's like, let me come and wreck shop real quick. Let me tell you what's not about to happen real quick. So just so we have a clear understanding, because I don't bring this to your door, so don't bring it to mine. You know what I mean? And I think that can, and I understand it can be off-putting because you've been with these people, not you, just in general. People have been with people for years and years. Then it looks like from the outside looking in, oh, this dude Joe Schmo came in and now you just changing, you different, you acting different. No, it's just that boundaries are being put in place.
Yeah, it could definitely. I think it could definitely look like when boundaries are not in place, it could look like a bull running through a china shop. I definitely think it could look like that. And to some of those people that were in my life, it probably was that for them. But honestly, it happened how it was supposed to happen. I'm never gonna change my stance on it. Things are supposed to happen how it's supposed to happen.
Can I get a little bit more transparent?
Yeah.
There's a particular situation with someone that I'm talking about, and they, you and I had it was in the beginning of us dating, and it was a Valentine's Day. You were doing your thing with your because I was out of town. You were doing your thing with your friends or whatever, doing your thing. So you had called me. You hit my line. You called me, and you were showing me the setup of everything. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. That's sweet. I hope you enjoy yourself. Yeah. We were getting to know each other. It was new. You were enjoying my conversation. I was enjoying yours. It was great. So, long story short, you called me again the next day. You had stayed the night there, and you called me again, and everybody was doing their thing, and you were on the phone with me a little bit, and y'all were about to make breakfast, and I'm like, well, go ahead, do your thing. You're like, oh, well, nobody's in the kitchen right now. I'm just making X, Y, and Z. So we, stay on the phone a little bit. All right, cool, whatever's clever. So later on, you tell me, yeah, such and such had a problem, and kind of came to me and was like, Dad, you were on the phone with your significant other, and none of us were. Do you remember what I told you? I said, do she pay your phone bill? Why is that any of her concern? And I went in. I said, first of all, she's mad because none of her significant other ain't on the phone with her. Like, because no, you mad because your significant other ain't on the phone. You mad because you just want to be like. I was going off because I was mad because I'm like, yo. And I was more so mad at you because I'm like, how you letting this grown woman check you as a grown woman about who you have on your line?
Mm-hmm.
This is your phone bill. If you want to be on the phone with me 24 hours a day, if that's our setup and that's what we're doing, that's what we're doing. Respect it or go. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very upset because I felt like, Dad, you ain't checked that situation. Of course, we talked about it, we hashed it out, whatever. That person's no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
Not to my account, to your own account. You saw some things on your own that you weren't feeling. But it's just like that's doing too much. That to me, I just feel like you should not do too much. You should not do too much. And also, I feel like I said, it's on the person who's in that situation, who has those circle of people around them. It's on you to correct that and check that.
I agree. I think that's for that situation. I think that was definitely on me. I think it was both on both parties, to be honest, because one, I should have boundaries. Disagree. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep talking real quick.
All right, go ahead.
But I think that was on me because I should have had boundaries in place, like we said earlier, and I should have checked that then. But also, that's on them because why are you feeling like that? We're like, even let's take us out of that. If that was someone else, that still would have been a problem for them too. So that's still something that they need to realize, like, they're obviously not talking to their person either, as to why they don't realize that nothing was ever wrong with that.
But I don't see, that's why I disagree, because I think that if boundaries are set in place, I don't think that person would try anybody. Maybe like they try. And if boundaries are set in place, like for instance, when I was away and I was speaking to you, and I was at some friend's house, and nobody ever asked me, who you texting? Why you keep texting? I'm texting you 24/7. Who you texting? Why you did it? Ain't no way in God's green earth you about to ask me who I'm texting and you ain't got not one foot on this bill. You're never about to ask me, because as soon as you ask me, I'm gonna ask you how much. How much what? How much did you put on the bill? What you mean? That's the only reason you could be asking me that, because there's no logical reason why you're asking me who I'm texting and why I'm texting so much. This ain't mind the business that pays you. That's it. Because I'm gonna get real ignorant, and I don't. I've never had to do that because I've never had that. Like, I don't care about what my friends do, and they don't care about what I do. I mean, if you're harming yourself or you're harming them, whatever, yeah. But if you just going through what you're going through, that is your business. I don't care. And I remember I played one prank on one of our friends, and the guy she was dealing with at the time, we were all laying in the bed. Me, her, and another friend were all laying in the bed just chilling, and he called. And she had got up to like do something in the kitchen, and I pretended like I answered the phone, and I was like, "Yo, what you calling for? What you want?" She came back so fast, like, "What do you think?" and grabbed the phone, and there was nobody on the phone. I was cracking up, and I said, "Yo, I would never answer your phone. You think I would do that? That's weird. I would never do that." It was so funny how fast she was trying to grab that phone, but I was like, "Yo, I would never do no shit like that. Like, that's not me. Like, I don't. Nobody would." And I don't expect nobody to do that. Now, if you see my phone ringing, oh yeah, such and such calling you. Oh yeah, thank you for letting me know. I'll answer it or not. But I would never expect somebody to answer my phone. Yo, hey, even if it's polite. Yeah. Hey, hold on, let me get. No, I answer my phone. But like I said, that falls on me to check. Like I have those boundaries in place where people don't try me like that. Yeah. You've got tried a lot. I've experienced some of your tryouts. You've got tried a lot. But, now you're in a great boundary setting. Like, now you set boundaries left and right, even with me. And I love that for you. But I do think that friends and family definitely could. It's not for the weak. I'll say that. And it could, unfortunately.
They'll be your biggest boundary checker. Like, they'll be your, like... I think that friends and family are your people that are gonna like see how good your boundaries are set, honestly. Yeah. Those are the ones to try your boundaries the most.
Because it's that closeness and that, that bond and everything. But it's like, look, you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you with somebody and you like them what they doing, you love them what they doing, listen, You might not like it, but I love it. But also, me being, let's say I'm in that situation and somebody don't like it, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also knowing your audience, like you said. I'm not about to be in here kicking whoever back in or doing this, that, and the third because I know you don't like it and I love it. So I'm not about to do all of that because at the end of the day, this is who I want to rock with. This is who I want to be with. And I'm making myself look like the fool. And I'm even creating chaos by even giving you legs to stand on. Didn't you just tell me such and such and such? Da-da-da-da. What, you know what? If I would have shut my mouth and not even told you that,
because you could have just shut the fuck up.
You could have just shut the F up and talked to a therapist, talk to somebody non-biased. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you just gotta watch what you say because I do think family and friends do play a part in your intimate relationship. Like I just said, it's not for the weak. And I do think if you're mentally strong enough, and there's no slight against you, if you're not, everybody's growing, but if you're mentally strong enough to be like, you know what, kill all that noise. I don't care what you're talking about. I can still tell you my business, and it don't make me know. Never mind what you say, left, right, up, down. I don't really care. That's different.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are not like that. It'll weigh you. Done told this person about it, and then you want to bring your boo to this person's house, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird. Now, if you don't care, you just like, look, I know what I said. I ain't saying that today, and we coming over. What's for dinner? Like, you know what I mean? That's different. But I do think at the end of the day, you just have to live for you, love for you, and watch who you tell your business to. That's it. Watch who you tell your business to, and just vent to God.
Yeah.
If y'all believe in that sort of thing, vent to God. Watch who you tell your business to, and if you want to tell it, be strong enough to accept whatever people got to say because people don't govern themselves like you govern yourself all the time. Everyone's different.
I agree.
If you want to tell it, be okay to withstand whatever you get back from it and keep trugging and do what you do. Don't let it sway you. I would just suggest not telling. Everybody's going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. So if you are going to tell, just, be okay with the backlash, if you want to call it that, and keep doing what you're doing.
I agree. And also, just mind your business. Because if you mind your business, don't nothing ever have to involve you except for your own things.
Mm-hmm. And
I think that's the biggest takeaway. If you just mind your business, nothing has anything to do with you except for what has to do with you.
Even if somebody's coming to tell you the business.
Yeah, even if someone's coming. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Like if I'm coming to tell you, oh my God, my job and da-da-da-da. Dang, girl. Be there for me. But like, so what you want to eat for dinner? Because I don't have nothing to do with you.
That's it.
So like, just mind your business.
That's it. Hey, y'all. Well, this one was a little bit light. It was a lot packed in it, but it was a little bit light. So our takeaways is minding your business.
Mind your business.
Knowing your audience.
Yes. Set boundaries.
Setting boundaries. Governing yourself how you want others to govern you.
And live your life for you.
Live your life for you. I think that's the biggest takeaway. And also drink your water, people. Drink your water and just do you. Do you. Do you. Stop worrying about image. Stop worrying about all of that stuff. Do you. If it makes you happy, you're not harming yourself, you're not harming other people, do what you do.
Yes, do you for you.
Do you for you.
Because it's only one you.
It's only one you. And as far as we know, in this realm, it's only one life.
Right.
So I want to thank you, babe, for doing this re-kickoff episode with me. I'm going to call it re-kickoff because it's been a while. But thank you for joining me. And do you have any last words for the people?
I have nothing to add except for mind your business. Mind your business. And, everything happens how it's supposed to happen.
There you go, y'all. Mind y'all business. Drink y'all water. And with that, we out until the next Conversations with Key.